Ahoy! Today is the 7th of November 2019. I'm making my recovery. I've been doing very well in terms of I've not vomited or been sick in, pretty much since the last video actually. So I've done quite a lot of retching, but nothing's actually ever come up. So that's good news. I've also started eating thin soups. I've had some noodle soups and some porridge. And this morning, the little 40 sip things that I've been injecting through my rig, I was able to drink one of those orally. And it didn't taste very nice, but it did stay down. So that's all good news. I've been trying to do some exercise in terms of getting out of the house, doing stuff. So I've been doing a bit of walking into town. So I can walk now. It's a little over a mile with no ill effects, which is good. And I'm hoping to stretch that over the course of the next couple of days. Saturday, I'm planning to go and do a park run. Obviously, I'm not going to run it, but I am going to turn up and try and walk as much as I'm able. It is 3.1 miles, so it is quite a bit further than I've been able to walk so far. So I am resigned to the idea that I may have to pull out midway through. Also on Saturday, I've been invited to go to an EdTech event in Ipswich by the Creative Computing Club. So I'll be going along and attending that most likely late morning, early afternoon. I'll be going along to there for a few hours to listen to some of the speakers, which is awesome. Thank you, Matt. That's been awesome. I've received a few things with the post a little while ago and only really got round to opening them reasonably recently. One was from Tom, so thank you, Tom. He managed to fill most of the gifts. Although he wrapped all of his gifts up, he did manage to fill all the wrapping with glitter, with phalluses and all sorts of other stuff. So that's currently whirling its way round the vacuum cleaner at the moment. Thank you very much. I had a cushion in there with his lovely face on it. And also from my friends at AWS, I received something from the US, actually, from the US team, the AWS cryptography team. They sent me some t-shirts, a hoodie, and some other bits and bobs, so that was very kind of them. And also Jamie has sent me a small parcel as well with a unicorn inside, which is very kind of him. I haven't tried to put it on. I'm a little worried that I'm a little too tall, but I may be the right size horizontally now to be able to fit in. So thank you for all your gifts to add to those given by Jason and Catherine. So I appreciate those. And of course, Duncan, who gave me my Raspberry Pi and the cup and ball and all sorts of other little bits and bobs. I have been trying to do too much as well. On Monday, I tried to go up a ladder to go and drill some holes in a wall. And that was a silly idea and I shouldn't have done it. It took me about 5 times longer than it should have done. I just got exhausted. Just literally going up a ladder just tired me out. So that was pretty annoying, really, because I feel like I'm making good progress, making some good improvement, but obviously not as much as I thought. I saw my oncologist Thursday a week ago, and I've been, I'm not the type of person that likes to have idle hands, really, and I want to get back to work. And so I asked my oncologist about, what's the realistic return to work date, and he was talking about January next year, which is obviously a long way off, really. It is in my book. People keep talking about Christmas being only 6 weeks away, but it still feels like a long way off. Yeah. The only other sort of practical things that have changed, statutory sick pay has now kicked in, so I'm no longer being paid by my employer for being ill, and I'm now reliant on the government until my insurance kicks in, which I don't think it will get an opportunity to kick in. I think literally January may very well be sort of the cut-off for when that suddenly starts working. But anyway, irrespective, that's not too much of a problem. It's an annoyance more than anything else. But I have an appointment on the 27th of November where I get handed over back into the hands of the ENT, the ear, nose and throat specialist team. They're going to chuck a camera up my nose and down my throat to go and have a poke around and a little bit of a look and see what's going on around there. Hopefully all good stuff. And then I'll have a PET scan in mid-January, which is where we'll find out. That's the kind of litmus test as to whether everything's been successful and the cancer has been nobbled and it's gone away. So yeah, that's when we'll find that out. I don't know that there's much else to say. I am still feeding myself partially through the rig. I am trying to diminish that a bit, but I am finding it difficult. The swallow has been the hardest thing. I did the exercises to try and keep the swallow going, but I think I maybe didn't do it as much as I should, because I'm really finding that kind of tough. Just swallowing soft noodles is really tough. I took a couple of chips off my little French fries, actually, off my wife's plate yesterday. Literally 2 very short ones, and tried to eat those, and I needed to wash them down with water. There was just no way those were going down. Anyway, all progress is good progress. Yeah, I guess that's all good news. Again, thank you for all your well wishes. I do check all the comments and stuff. I am desperate to get back to work. And I miss the team at work. And yeah, that's about it. So my voice has come back. It's a little bit lower than it was before, but hopefully it's not too different to how it was. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the team soon. All right. Toodaloo. Bye bye.